Hello, I am Praveen Sonavne. You are watching India's most reliable and relevant channel where you get best in class study material and video lecture. Do check the link in the description box. So, similarity. Before doing similarity, let us discuss congruence. Now, what do we mean by congruence? Before moving ahead, one word of caution, that is in our syllabus, we have only congruence of a triangle and similarity of a triangle. So congruence and similarity we are going to study, but only with reference to a triangle and nothing else. What are congruent triangles? So you know, two Judwa bhais, two twins, identical twins, they exactly look similar like one another. They look exactly similar like one another. If you hit one brother or a sister, other one also gets hurt. So congruent triangles are like Judwa triangles. They are of exactly same size and same shape. Like you take a packet of biscuit and you remove two biscuits, and what you find is both of them are of same size and same shape. If you take two triangles and if you try to fit them one over the other, they will exactly fit one another. They are of exactly same size and same shape. If you see two cars made by a company of same model, same color, so even you will be confused which one is your car and which one is the other car. So what I am trying to say is that if there are two things which exactly looks like one another, then those two things are congruent things. Same thing is true for congruent triangle also. Two congruent triangles are exactly of same size and same shape. The size of a triangle is determined by the sides of a triangle and shape is determined by angles. So when I say two triangles are of same size and same shape, I mean that they have equal sides and equal angles. So here comes the definition of congruent triangles. Two triangles of same size and same shape are called congruent triangles. That means corresponding sides of two triangles and corresponding angles of two triangles are equal. So when we have two triangles with corresponding sides as well as corresponding angles equal, then we can definitely say two triangles are congruent triangles. So definition of congruent triangles is these are two triangles of same size and same shape. They have congruent sides and congruent angles. If these things hold for the congruent triangles, then tell me what is similarity, because I have to study similarity. That chapter is there for my syllabus and I have to study about similarities. So there is one change. We were talking about sides and angles for congruent triangles. To remind you, to just refresh, congruent triangles have same size and same shape. But in similar triangle, their shapes are same but their sizes are not same. One is bigger in size, other one is smaller in size. I repeat, one is bigger in size and other is smaller in size. So I understood this. I can also add some example. Earlier we have taken the example, we said कि दो जुड़वा भाई are like congruent figures. दो जुड़वा भाई are congruent to one another. What can we say about similarity? Similarity is like two brothers. They have same face, their nose, their ear, their eyes, their body shape is exactly same. But one is studying in 12th standard and other one is studying in 10th standard. One is bigger in size and other one is smaller in size. So this is similarity. So two triangles which are of same shape but they are of different sizes, that is one bigger triangle, one smaller triangle, but their shapes are exactly similar, then they are called similar triangles. So what are the geometrical applications of this? So geometrically, since one is bigger in size and other one is smaller in size, and I have told you earlier that size depend upon the sides of a triangle, so sides of a triangle will not be equal. I repeat, very important point, sides of the triangle will not be equal. So how the sides are related now? So sides are not equal, instead they are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. Now again sir, you are using a new term, proportion. But yes, you have studied a chapter called ratio and proportion. Proportion means what? So proportion always comes after ratio, just like Tom and Jerry. Jerry comes after Tom. Proportion means two ratios are equal. Suppose if there are four terms A, B, C, D, and if we take their ratio, let us say A upon B is equal to C upon D. When their ratios are equal, so these terms A, B, C and D, we say that these terms are in proportion. So I think you have got an idea about a proportion. So when two triangles are similar, so one is bigger in size, other one is smaller in size. So size depend upon the sides and they don't have equal sides. Instead, they have sides in proportion. That means if you take ratio of the corresponding sides AB upon PQ, BC upon QR, AC upon PR, they are in proportion. They are in proportion. So in similar triangles, if we are considering two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, then AB upon PQ, BC upon QR, AC upon PR, these three ratios are equal, so sides are in proportion. In congruent triangles, corresponding angles were equal, and in similar triangles also corresponding angles are equal. So if we compare similarity with the congruence, one point is similar, that is corresponding angles are equal, and other point differs, and that point is corresponding sides are not equal, they are in proportion. Proportion means their ratios are equal. Now if you want to know what are corresponding sides, let us try the drill. I am lifting this hand. I want you to lift your corresponding hand. I think you are getting it wrong. This is my right hand. I am lifting my right hand. So when you lift your right hand, you have lifted a corresponding hand. My right hand and your right hand are the corresponding parts of our body. Suppose if I lift this thumb and I ask you to lift your corresponding thumb. So try this. Yes, this time you have got it right. My left hand thumb and your left hand thumb will be corresponding. Now let us try one last time. Corresponding. Do you want to go? No, let us continue with our lecture. I know that was a pakao joke, PJ, but let us continue. So why am I talking about corresponding? Because you are going to have two triangles. One may be placed like this and other may be placed like this. One may be placed like this and other may be placed like this. When they are placed haphazardly, you must be in a position to identify the corresponding parts. Because throughout this chapter, we are going to concentrate on the corresponding sides, corresponding angles. Corresponding sides, corresponding angles. I am sure this much introduction is more than enough for you. The reason why this video is getting longer is that we have to understand the terms, the language perfectly, and once we do that, studying becomes a fun, understanding becomes easy. So let's stop bakwas and come to the point. How many ways are there to show that two triangles are similar? So there are four ways. No, sir, you are getting it wrong. My school teacher told me there are just three ways. Yes, there are three ways in which we can prove two triangles are similar. And those three ways are called minimum sufficient conditions. But how can you forget that there is a definition also? We tend to ignore the definition. Coming to the definition, what are similar triangles? So similar triangle have same shape, but their sizes are different. As I told you, shapes depend upon the angle, sizes depend upon the sides. So they don't have equal sides. So how sides are related? So corresponding sides are in proportion. Proportion, ratios are equal. Remember, good, let us continue. They have sides in proportion and the angles which are equal. But why to use 6 information? 6? Yes, about 3 sides and 3 angles. You can use just 3 informations, which is called minimum sufficient condition. Some teachers call them test, some teachers call them theorem, some teacher calls them axiom, some teacher call them postulate. Call it anything, name is different but thing is same. I am going to call it as a test. So the 3 ways or the 3 minimum sufficient conditions in which you can show that two triangles are similar are: number 1, SSS, that is triple S test of similarity. Second one is SAS test of similarity, and the third one which you are going to use very frequently in your numerical, that is AA test of similarity. Why AA? Should it be AA or a triple A? as we are considering only minimum sufficient condition, so double A, if two angles of a triangle are equal, then third angle bound to be equal. Remember na, a theorem which you have studied in your lower classes, angle sum property of a triangle, that is sum of the measures of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So if two angles are equal, third will be automatically equal, it bound to be equal. So we are going to use a minimum sufficient condition, but anyway you are allowed to use triple A test of similarity also, but we want to save our time, so we are just going to use double A test of similarity. So let's start solving numericals in our next class. But before I say goodbye, I think my congruent brother, my similar brother want to interact with you.